What up, people? Men, women, he, she's, they, theirs. Doge did pretty good from that green block. Want to remind you again, these liquidations go up tremendously. Over 17.5 cents from here just on the 5 minutes. We also have liquidations when you zoom out above 18 cents. Longs have been doing pretty well today. That double bottom that we had, it bounced up from both bottoms as well. Pretty good. It was not invalidated. And if you look from that second bottom, it's around the same price as a green block earlier. And it's over 1% up. And we're still getting a little bit of buy pressure up here too. I added TAME token on the chart for a little bit right now. You guys want to watch that chart, see if anything interesting happens. Would be highly interesting if something were to happen. What up? Yeah, 40K still possible. When big players take profits, there's not a lot of liquidity in Bitcoin, so big drops are bound to happen here and there. Yeah, Doge is still pushing. I'm just chilling tonight, eating a watermelon, watching this Doge price appreciate a little bit. Watching this Doge price appreciate a little bit over here. Yeah, Doge is probably going to come up through these liquidations. It's going to be pretty good for the people on Doge longs. I'm in quite a few longs myself, at least 7 longs, different entries. Oh, shit. Anybody in here in a Doge long tonight? Possibly.
Did I hear Doge Long tonight?
Yeah, I'm in a few Doge longs.
Hmm.
Are you in a Doge long or spot trading?
I'm on long futures.
Okay, nice. That's good to hear.
Nice green champion shirt.
Oh, thank you. I like the color green.
I
Like,
figured, hit a few.
yep. I like the color green. Do you like the color green?
I like the color green.
Yeah, the color green's a good color. Celebrate this green and Doge.
Anybody else in a Doge Long?
I imagine a few people would be in a Doge long. Mm. Come on, Doge. Pump it up. I want to see some giant green candles. I want to see some giant green candles tonight. That's what I want to see. We're right under these liquidations for Doge. It could it could push. It could push. Eh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. On this YouTube poll, 37% not 37 votes not holding TAME token. That's funny.
We're trying to start new Colorado watering rules.
For what?
Yeah, right. Watering your yard, using too much water, you can be fined.
Really?
Fine me. I paid a bill.
How is that even legal?
I don't know, but
So They probably don't even let you collect rainwater there too, right?
No, they let you collect rainwater here.
Mm. Well, they're gonna go around try to find people that got the green grass.
They're gonna be find me all day long. I'll be spraying the guy with water that's finding me.
Oh yeah,
I need a new find. That one's wet.
nice. Man, from our last green block on Tame token, it's already up a lot. About 136%. People had time. They didn't want it. But if they had that watering rule, that's not really good. How are they out of water in Colorado?
They keep cramming these new homes in more and more.
Ah, so supply demand, and then make the people there suffer. Gotcha. We're up another big green kindle and tame token. Oh, another one. 200% from the green block. Interesting how this is working. Very interesting. What a mic. I'm not sure about where the next meetup's gonna be. Tennessee has a Bitcoin conference. Tennessee has a Bitcoin conference. Oh man, look at those giant green fucking candles. Let me tell you. We're up over 300% from the green block. Over 300% from the green block for the TAME token. Looky there. 329%. Ah, it's a good start. It's a good fucking start. I told you, Tame token green blocks will perform better than any other green blocks. Interesting how this works. Man. So if I'm not mistaken, that made the hourly candle green. Our current hourly candle is this candle right here. It's a big fucking hourly candle, let me tell you. Holy balls. Up over 400% from the green block. uh, Someone's selling some. About $39 worth up there. We have the hourly candle ending in 50 minutes. So it looks like TAME tokens started pumping in the new hourly candle as well. If you look at the chart here for the Greenblocks, it took a while. It didn't do much. And then boom, 400% up. Look at this. Isn't it interesting how we do these big pumps and then people take profits, we scale down? People don't mind taking profits on this. Some people get this for free on Discord before. You're in the Costco hot dog tank. Interesting. I imagine it's hard to sell those after you already buy them cooked. Looks like a lot of those cells are already getting eaten up as well when you look at the charts over here. From the Greenblock range, we're up over 331%. Already went as far as 382%. Doge is also getting a lot of green over here too. Doge is also getting a little bit of green. Mm. Yeah, if we can get those Doge liquidations up here above 18 cents, that would be very nice. Remember before when Dogecoin went from 7 cents all the way to 40 cents and it only took 7 days? Imagine if Doge goes from 7 cents Or even from 16 cents to 40 cents in 7 days. Wow. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. It'd be like one of the best things. If we can go all the way to 40 cents again within a week or so from Ets.com doing something because the SEC is losing power, it would be brilliant. I'm not telling you guys it's going to go there in a week, but it would be brilliant. Man, this Greenblock on TAME token was epic. Currently we're only up about 299%, but there's no coin on the screen up here is up 299% in just 7 days. Within 7 days, this token went up another 300%. It's interesting, huh? 5-minute candle. In a week. Took 1 week to do a 300% push up. So. Oh boy. Within a week. It's crazy. Yeah, I want to see Doge rip up. Oh! What the? Ah! My God, 703%. Rip to whoever just sold in that micro dip there. Whoa. They're running out of TAME tokens to sell. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Look at that. That is wild. That is wild. TAME token. You want giant pumps, you want giant green candles, but you don't want to hold something that does giant pumps. So 100% wasn't that. Imagine having 7 days to accumulate, and this fucking thing goes up 700%. What a fucking blessing. It's a fucking crazy chart. Crazy chart. When you measure it here from the area to up here, that was well over 750% so far. Boom, 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 boom. Bots are already trading it. Bots are in there too trading. Fucking God Kendall. Look at those pumps. Maybe I have my headset lowered. I don't have you muted, Ahmad. Your mic is muted on your own end, Ahmad. Yeah, I don't have you muted. So not only did TAME token outperform everything on the screen since launch, like it's up the most since launch. If you would put money in TAME token instead of Doge, Ethereum, Bitcoin, HETS, Solana, since it came out, you would have a higher percentage. Just that fucking simple. It's just that simple. Like, look at this chart. We're up 481% against Ethereum this month. Cool. Cool news, ETF. Good job. Outperform HETS on Ethereum as well, over 564%. And Doge about ripped these shorts. Proof of profits. Proof of fucking profits. Oh boy.
Is there any liquidity in TAME?
So that's the thing, is very low liquidity, and even a lot of tokens we're giving away for free as well. Over 3 billion we're giving away for free. And
so if there's no liquidity, can you actually sell it?
People just sold it on this pump. So the amount of liquidity put in about 2,000. There's $2,800 liquidity right now. But the people that bought on the dips, they've been taking been able to take profits on the pumps.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one because it's showing on Deck Screener that there's only $61 in liquidity.
Yeah, you're looking at wrong. Just go to tametoken.com and you'll see the right one. You're looking at someone put their own liquidity pool up with low liquidity on there, Surf. There's going to be multiple liquidity pools as people buy it and make their own pool. But the tametoken.com, you see the more liquidity, and you can see those buys and stuff on that liquidity. Like I saw somebody, they took profits on $100 3 different times. That person has a P&L of $122 profit. They bought 267, sold it for $390. Their P&L's over 122. They have an unrealized P&L of 372. They may be selling more on this pump, possibly. They've been buying and selling all throughout the course of the time for TAME token, except for the beginning. I don't know if Debt Screener just doesn't show beginning, but they missed the first 222 hours, unless Debt Screener is just not showing that. But there's been liquidity for the people that received it for free or people buying it early on. And with anything, with anything out there in the market, you cannot sell more than what you have. So all the people that bought TAME token from day one, there's been liquidity for them to sell it into it. But it's just very early. Very early. Because when you look at the charts here from the beginning, I might have to move my face over to the Doge. Doge about ripped these shorts off. But when you look at TAME token over here from the beginning, and like you see these big pumps, people are able to take profits on these pumps. But from day one, even let's say day two, because from day one to day two was a big pump. But let's say middle of day one up to today at the top, that's over 2,400% already. So this thing does move sometimes, and usually when it moves, there's liquidity for people to take profits. You have to check your wallet, Mr. White Thumbs. I don't know how many you sold. Bitcoin's in a tough area for the charts, Rodriguez. There's people that want to short it. There's compact liquidations above us for shorts. So if it does another wick up, people might start shorting above 70K up to 73K if it wicks. But Bitcoin's also low liquidity on the side that if the big players want to sell it, there's not enough liquidity for them to sell it at the same time without price dropping hard. But this is a very interesting looking chart here for the TAME token chart. There are people that, if you look at the transactions, who you can see who buys and sells. But there's people like this, and you can check their wallets. And like this person sold $447 worth. Their P&L is $179, with an unrealized P&L of $282. So there a decent amount of people made money from this, and some people just started with the free TAME tokens. But I think 700% is rookie numbers. To break all-time high from current price, we need to go up another 300%. Let me go ahead and draw that out over here. And let's change. I like this beige color because it always looks nice when the price is breaking over the beige color. But from the all-time high, and you look at a market cap's only 257,000. But when we came in here earlier today, the market cap was lower than one entire Bitcoin before the pump in the Greenblocks. So price went up a lot percentage-wise. I mean, $10 in TAME token better than $10 in Doge from the inception. Even right now from like day one, and people had this for free. A lot of people didn't want this for free over the past year, but it's up over 2,000. It went over 2,400% since day one, and it's about 95 days old in here on this version 2 liquidity. So the token itself, a little bit over 100 days old at this moment. A little bit older than 100 days since the official launch. So Being able to go up over 2,400% within 100 days and being able to do that multiple times. We've already done that over 3 times. So that's good. Over 3 times. Our biggest pump, I don't know what happened one day. I think the bots went out of control. But our biggest pump over 5,000% on this pair. But when you look at the version 1, it was like over 43,000%. The bots went fucking wild. I don't know what happened. It is crazy. And we did go lower. We did go lower than day 1 price multiple times. Like we were in this range for a while, for a few days. So if you missed day 1 prices, it did go a little bit lower for a few days. And even from there, we're up over 1,000%. And at the top of the peak, went up over 2,900% for that today. So TAME token still performing quite well compared to a lot of coins. A, because low liquidity. B, early. So that's the driving factors for TAME tokens' success thus far. And when we look over here, these candles aren't too high volume. Our biggest daily volume was about 14,000 US dollars. And a few days before that, until the top of that, was over 2,700%. So it's very interesting. And I think if you zoom in there, it was actually on that day where we had the highest volume. It was also on the day where we had the lowest price ever. So the area where we had the lowest price ever on TAME token, it bounced hard from there. And learned that lesson because predominantly in crypto like Doge, Bitcoin, ETH, from their lowest price points, generally, like the lowest price points that you see on the 2-year to 3-year, from those areas, that's when it bounces the hardest. So it pays to have low buy limit orders in or get things closer to the bottom, because when you get things closer to the bottom and it bounces hard. But if you were in the Discord, and I've been trying to hint at this for like a few days now for you guys. Like if you look right here, on my last hint for you guys was at 10:29 p.m. I had that Greenblock before the big 700% pump. That was the last Greenblock that you guys were noticed. But if you look up here, scroll up a little bit more. I had another TAME token chart a few days ago, on the 19th. 3 days ago as well. That Greenblock was started 3 days ago. So 3 days ago you had time. I was like, 3 days, that's plenty of time. Boom, 700%. Wake up. Let's go. So you had time here. But I feel like this is another good, like these pumps is part of the utility. The charts is like the best part of the utility for this token. But I will say to get to that, people taking profits hard, but that's fine. To get to the all-time high, we are 530% from there as people took profits into this pump. And you can see the wallets that are taking profits, but it's no issue for me. Some people take profits from their early trades, which they pay themselves, they reward themselves, they take the profits. And this person, it says they bought zero. But I think Debt Screener is wrong. Because you click back here, they bought some. Oh. Huh. I don't know. This could have been someone liquidating their whole TAME token position that received it from Discord rewards, because it's a little bit above 101 mil. If you did most of the Discord rewards, you would have over 100 mil TAME token. So that's about well, this person sold it today was for over $210. And a lot of these people joined the Discord a while back, a long time ago, for $20. So it's like this person joined the Discord, they did the TAME token task, got them for free, and then boom, they 10 times their fee for joining. Pretty good success story right there. And you can look on the chart when this person bought and when they sold. So this person, they were bag holding for a while. They probably missed this pump because they were not looking at Discord notifications. So then price came down 51%. They did not sell. They did not pay per hand. And then after we went up a lot from their entry, that's when they sold. So that's how they made profits for this person. So this is how money's being made for those people. But where does the money come from? How? So if you look at wallets like this that are buying a lot, right here, this was What? This is that's a glitch in debt screener right there. I'll show you the other one. You look right here. That was a liquidity pool buying, I think, up there. But look at these buys. And then look at the dates. So today, around the 22nd, a lot of buys from this wallet. So you can set alerts as well and follow wallets like this. But there's also some small buys a few hints ago. A few hints 3 days ago. Some small buys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 small buys. That was the hint. That was the secret. And then boom, the big buys rolled in today. So you guys got the hint, you got the secret, you got the Discord notifications, and then the big buys came in today, and people were able to take profits if they want to take profits on the pump. If that's where they think that the pump is going to end, and that's where they want to take profits, that's where they're happy. If they're happy with $200 for selling 100 million of their tokens, if that's where they're happy, great. But there's going to be some people that are holding until much bigger gains. Good thing about TAME token, it's not on any exchanges yet. This is just the swaps right now. And then like we had some small buys over here. Look, 1 cent could get you over 7,000 TAME tokens. And then look, we saw some bigger buys before as well. This was a very big buy for over 1.3 billion. I think this buy was a little bit too much though. But when you look over here, it's days like this that make TAME token great. And the other days that make TAME token great are if you're in the Discord, when you get pinged in the Discord about a Greenblock for TAME token. Because price usually pumps up at least 100% after every Greenblock. It's just today we were able to pump over 700% for some of those traders to take profits. So the low liquidity coins can make a lot of sense sometimes. But we're still early. We're still up a lot to be a little bit over 100 days old. And there's still going to be some people taking profits before this thing ever gets off the ground. Some people might think it's already off the ground. That's why they're already taking profits. But there's other people that did not take profits yet. The price has been higher than this multiple times as well. So it all depends on where you're happy taking profits trading. But some people, if they take profits and they don't get the dips and it just runs, the issue is they will not get back in. But whew, days like this are beautiful. And I was really expecting Doge to break up there. Liquidate some of those shorts. But this weekend I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna make a special chart this weekend for some of you guys. Some of you guys are gonna get a special chart this weekend. We have time. But today's Wednesday, so I do want to say that GameStop did go into our zones. I'll load that up real quick as well. I'm gonna just make it and post it in Discord. But GameStop went into our zones at the very bottom of the scalp entry, left it a little bit, and then came up a little bit. So GameStop's very volatile, but it's still in that scalp entry area. It's around $22. And it's predominantly around $22 when markets open. But I already have the chart up there in the Discord for you guys, and then around this area, this is where we started going flat. So it's better for GameStop to go flat at a higher price than when we were at the $11 Discord post. But man, if you're in GameStop, you should know people just bought a crap load of options and rolling them for the next 2 weeks. So It's a little bit suspicious if there's some like when people put $10-20 million in option calls for like a week or 2 weeks out. It's a little bit suspicious. You guys want me to leave the TAME token chart up in case something else happens while people are sleeping? Crypto loves to move when people are sleeping. You guys go to sleep sometimes, Doge is at 15 cents. You buy it, you wake up, it's above 17 cents. You're like, wow, holy moly, this is great. It's crazy. Let's put it back on 1 second. Let's see. Look at this. Look at the people. Look at this wallet. Just kept buying all the way to the top there. And pushed it up. Definitely follow this wallet so that you can see whenever it starts to buy. And do the same thing for like other DeFi projects that you are interested in. We got some other small wallets buying here. Still got some small sells, some small buys. It cost them over $14 for 10 million TAME tokens. $14. It's not too much, but it's a lot more than in the beginning. We'll say that. And we're only now up 120% from that Greenblock after some of you guys were pinged about the price, and I'm sure you got the Discord signal and took profits. What up, Jaden? So what pattern do we have here? It's almost like a head and shoulders. Almost like a head and shoulders formed. Ironically, you got like a boom, boom, boom. But we didn't really have another shoulder over here. It was like an absence. So it's not really good head and shoulders. But the thing about low liquidity, when people take profits, it takes profit quite fast. But we have more liquidity now than a few days ago, and the price is higher. So over the course of 100 days, I think it's in a good spot. Because it's only a few people that are actually trading this thing. And for the few of us that are trading it, the price is doing relatively well. And since there's only a few people trading it, it seems like those same few people that know where to take profits or taking profits are going to be taking profits, and then the big buyers just accumulating more for the long term. But who knows? It's on Pulse Chain, Adam's Psychic, but you have to import the contract address. You have to import contract address. They do that because there's just so many projects. But if you go to tametoken.com, you can add it to your MetaMask. You can copy the contract at the top right as well by clicking up there. Like you can click this copy thing up here on the top right, and that will copy the token address, and then boom, you can paste it and trade it on Pulsets. But I have something also for you guys. Let's for a moment, let's look at Doge. Bullish pennant here. I don't like the trading view way it does bullish pennant because the target, it drags it all the way out over here. It's hard to find that target. But the bullish pennant, about 17 cents for this target. So that's also something to look forward to if it's not invalidated.